could be true. I think Kid Cudi, I mean, listen, I'm not a huge Kid Cudi fan, and backpack rappers really ain't my thing for real, for real. Like, that's just never been my bag. So Kid Cudi could have had a career that was already flourishing before Jim Jones jumped on day and night. But for people, again, who somebody like really into mixtapes and really like street rappers and more into that type of music, the first time I ever heard Day and Night, if I'm being honest, was Jim Jones. I thought it was a Jim Jones song. I didn't realize it was a Jim Jones song probably until like months or maybe even a year later. I'm like, oh, Jim Jones, this was a remix. This wasn't Jim Jones didn't originally. This ain't a Jim Jones song. For people who didn't know, but I'm sure for somebody like Kid Cudi, or especially Kid Cudi has a ridiculous type of fan base, they ain't trying to hear none of that. They don't believe that. But I think, again, one thing that I kind of hate about the internet, it makes everybody act like everybody music experience is the same. It's not going to be the same for everybody. And that is one of the things that I kind of hope, and you see for a little bit, it seemed like music was going a little bit more back regional, which I hope that it continuously does, because realistically, everybody don't relate to music the same, because everybody don't have the same type of we all didn't grow up the same. We ain't from the same neighborhood. We not from the same city. We all don't even like the same sports teams or sports players. So music is not supposed to resonate to us the same. So for somebody like myself, the first time I've heard of Kid Cudi, I was thinking, oh, that's the song that Jim Jones did. I didn't know who Kid Cudi was, never heard of him. So that's, you can't discredit Jim Jones for what he's saying. It may sound arrogant, and of course, because way people feel about Jim Jones now, I don't know what Jim Jones did to y'all niggas to be having y'all panties in a bunch, to feel like y'all always got to sit here and discredit everything he's kind of highlighting. I mean, he's telling his truth for, I'm sure, for his audience. Let's be clear. I live in the DMV area. I've thrown parties before. One of the first big bags that I ever had to pay an artist to come do a show was Jim Jones in 2006, when Ballin was scorching on fire. And you can get on YouTube and you can Google it, put in TCB and Jim Jones. Jim Jones charges $10,000 for that show. I was fresh out of high school at that time too. So yeah, I can't, like, the Kid Cudi thing wasn't a thing for me. Like, Jim Jones and Dipset was a thing. Like, if you from the DMV area, you know how big Dipset was when Dipset was Dipset. Like, they had neighborhoods that was calling themselves Purple City Bird Gang, and niggas, the whole uptown was dressing like Dipset. Like, niggas wasn't thinking about Kid Cudi. Every city ain't on that super, and I hate that the internet, like, where is the person on the internet to sit here and be like, bro, everybody wasn't on that super backpack shit. Like, and I guess I could tie this into DMV shit to make it a little bit more understandable. Now, Wale is probably one of the greatest, when you're talking about like underground backpack type of rappers, like what his core of it is on the blog era. No, Wale never used to really get loved and championed in the DMV area like he do right now. Like today he does, but previously, leading up before this last album, people didn't champion him as much. You'll hear people sit here and big up Shy Glizzy and Fat Trail more. Think about it. For some people out of town who may be seeing this clip or hearing this video, you be like, who the hell is Shy Glizzy? Who the hell is Fat Trail? Or you know Shy Glizzy from something completely other. It's not even a hit record or nothing. But if you ask people, peak Shy Glizzy, peak Fat Trail, both of them at one point in time was more popular than Wale. For Wale, think about To the World, Wale got hit records, Grammy nominated. Again, we just talked about him being on No Hands. Neither one of those local rappers have a song nowhere near close to No Hands. But again, for people locally, because that's the type of music that we like, is more street oriented. We like street shit. So that just kind of lets you know, for, okay, if Jim Jones in here saying, well, I introduced people to Kid Cudi, nobody never heard Day and Night to me. Do you think people who literally piss, shit, breathe the same air as Wale, more listened and more championed Shy Glizzy and Fat Trail, you think that niggas heard Day and Night before Jim Jones? Like, be serious. And I think that's sometimes where you got to have somebody middleman that conversation. And that to me was the easiest way for me to explain it.
Know you remix some of them songs we don't on the radio. I'm like, this nigga remix this right here. Night and what it was, Day and Night. Day and Night.
That was one of the biggest.
Nigga, you remixed that. I said, I didn't know that shit.
That's how y'all know Kid Cudi. You wouldn't have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record in New York City. I made that the biggest record in New York City. It wasn't Kid Cudi. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was. Kid Cudi became about because he had video directors that I wanted them to do a video, and I asked them to show me a video they did before, and they showed me this kid on top of a roof with a record called Day and Night. Right. He worked in the store under the label. There's nobody. I was like, oh, yo, did this? I said, I like the record. Get the beat of the record. I want to do a remix. If you give me the beat of the record, I'll let y'all shoot my video. These kids was trying to shoot a video for free for me. Oh, like, I got the beat. I told them they went crazy. You want to do it. I got the beat. I shot the video to the beat, and I never even put the shit out. They put it up on YouTube. They ripped it off of YouTube, and it became the biggest record in New York City. And that's how Kid Cudi became an artist. They ended up giving him a big deal off of Jim Jones' back. If I'm lying, I'm fine.
Nah, nigga, we ain't.